Okay, tyranny of the urgent. Every single day, we spend our time in one of these four quadrants. Again, it's a visual. Some people really get it real clear. We're working on the urgent, important things, not urgent, important, or not urgent and not important, and not urgent and not important. Now, definition of urgent is things that have the appearance of needing our immediate attention. When the phone rings, is that urgent and important? Exactly. Don't know until we find out who's on the other end. Thank you very much. Yeah. Now, but if we're constantly taking those interruptions, we'll never get to work on the very, very, very important, not urgent stuff. Let's take a look at some of the, and then important, essential. What's essential? Essential to our life, right? It has to do with our vision, mission, goals, our values, our shared values in the company. And those are the things that are really important. Are we clear on them? What you got to do, here's the takeaways. Am I clear on any of these issues? You know, go through this handout page by page. Am I clear on my vision? Am I clear on my mission? Does everybody in my company have written goals? And I don't mean like written goals like they got them in their back pocket on a 3x5 card that just become a pain in the neck. I'm like, you ask them, show me your goals, you know, like this. Like there's the 2010 goals. There's the individual goals. Can you see that, Rick? Can you testify that they're there? Right. There's the visualization, right? They're right there. Now, I don't care what system you use. It's not about the system and the tools. It's about doing the right things, okay? It's about coming back and making sure that you're crystal clear on what that vision. When you are, real easy to bypass all the stuff that's going to get in your way. All right, let's look at a couple of these. Quadrant one is the reactive quadrant. Number one client calls. They say, I need you right now. What are you going to do? Go. Exactly. Urgent, imperative, must do, you're going to do it. My brother calls me Sunday morning at 12:30 a.m., like midnight. Mom's in the hospital. And I can't, get there because he just got out of the hospital. He busted his hip. He's got a, titanium, lots of good stuff there, a lot of hardware. But I had to react to that. I couldn't say, well, you know what, I'll take care of that later. So, have her call me. I'm in quadrant 2 right now, sleeping, It doesn't always work, but the awareness of that is very, very important, okay? Quadrant 2, not urgent and very, very important. This is the proactive quadrant, the quadrant of success. This is the quadrant of goal setting, planning, preparation, prevention. When you don't do the stuff in quadrant 2, where do you think it goes? It all goes to 1 eventually. It all gets there. Hey, you know what? I don't need to change the oil and filter my car, $29.95, $19.95. I don't have time. I'm too busy. That's right. And when that engine blows up, you got yourself a nice $7,500 bill. Now, if you're making more money than God and you don't care, it's fine. But that's what happens. Quadrant 3, this is the quadrant of deception. Urgent, not important. So this wears at us, and it looks like it's important and we can't figure it out. So we end up doing it thinking it's important, other people's agendas, aimless meetings that go on and on and on because nobody's got enough sense to say, hey, wait a minute, what are we here for? What's the objective? Let's begin with the end in mind. Let's have a goal for this meeting. Let's put down the points that we want to cover. The points that we don't want to cover, we'll put them on another flip chart and we'll cover them some other time. Really, because this is the insidious quadrant here. Because this quadrant looks like we are busy, and we're like being busy. We're like in the Western, our Western minds are like busy minds. We love being busy. We might be busy doing the wrong things though. And quadrant 4 is the quadrant of irresponsibility or avoidance. So when you're playing aimless internet games or you're surfing the web, when you have big projects due where you should be on the phone with a client or getting ready for a presentation or whatever, you got to ask yourself, why am I avoiding what is essential in my life? I should be on the treadmill, I should be meditating, I should be doing whatever, and I'm over here doing something else. That's because, again, if you're not making the progress that you would like to make and are capable of making, it's because your goals are not clearly defined. It took me 10 years to get that. Paul J. Meyer, Success Motivation Institute. I heard it 10 years, and it took me 10 years to actually understand what he was talking about.